All right, abusian for mechia obibia na senior even say never be discussing a very serious matter. Na the Ghana enkwa na yekura yenyina yewo. Enti say anyere ho a most of the time no yebeja Ghana development no ewa achire na afi de ye politics nkwa but you focus much on the politics alone many anam niam bebre ebeka achire a ye hyekyere man no enya ade a yebetimi aye enti enne yeba behwe article bi a yankasa ye papa panyi ana ye nana ana say ye senior citizen honorable Martin Alamisi Amadu atworo about this whole Madam Cecilia Dapaah nsem no ho na we raising some serious legal arguments bi no I think say most of I side with him and we need to discuss this as a nation say ne be ya obi abehunu se ne ya niema ekọ man no isan says ijai Ghana na say enna ho trasa ye mabunu na ye ba no so niema bebre ho a ye nche da nte ase nti binum ho a age say ye kusua firi mpanyifo no ho na ye di o machi no na afeedie ye hunu se ne ya man no e was ye nyina ye ka bom na ye nyina ye kyekyere no NPP ye party bi a in fact answer no baba bai mu no omudi tro bebre de gu John Dramani Mahama na NDC so nti emadwi mu no ene na ya de Nyankopon etu omoka no se nye saade a na nka nsem bebre ho a na ebi anka omo ankasa omadwi na omo susue na omo dadwe mu dia na nka enya de a ebeba out na nso Nyankopon na etu omoka se ne Alhaji Bature ekan no omo yanko Alhaji Bature wi a ye de argument na ato so
we are way to power. Mahama's administration has laid a solid and that is why he paid the price by losing the election. But the Biameka, the young couple Bekasa. Mahama the young couple Bekasa. And very soon. Because President Akufo-Addo, any MPP, Omar Sisino, Omar Dada Ghana for.
Enti sene Alhaji Bature Nyankopon fa ne currency ye kan no na nado ena na ban we Nyankopon ena etu omoka no but se wudi omachi nso a man no ye beseye no enti na wo se Ghana ye nyina ye kan ho bom na ye ya adwen se man ne ye ba ba kyekyere na ya je man ne ede asi ho eno enti na ne man ma adwen se me ye sa video we say in support of Honorable Martin Amidu nsem na waka no na ye nhwe this whole Madam Cecilia Dapaah issue no from the national viewpoint and I say the legal viewpoint of mine and Kasana Yachechere Ediatoho. Yeah, but say a serious national security issue, if you are mining as a nation, we need to see say you bet me a chechere sad in everywhere. And yes, I did a mine econo, you best say mine. So would the amount more bonny chia, time biano, we might be free near my I was some way so. Nanso see a chichere minded there, we need serious argument with serious minded people. Na ye de achichere mind no e de abom. Nti eno na ne ye ba behwe no. Honorable Martin Amidu atworo article bi me the article no eto so obetimi akan dia. The article the headlines or to see Cecilia Dapaah's alleged $1 million plus booty. Nti what I'm going to do now is say maybe I'll explain it in tree. Cecilia Dapaah's alleged $1 million booty allegations, it demonstrates a serious security failures of the government. And in the opposite channel, say the whole saga about minister and Sikana Ayera Onifino, a national security issue, you're seeing in a and then in my agreements on a national security serious issue, it was as a nation, no, Now, Honorable Martin Amidu, actually, I think it's a 4-page document, you know, after this program, no, made the whole PDF, but as you say, oh, Adaja, you can take your time and then you go through. But I did something here that I would like to maybe share with everybody. Well, I want to say in modern world, and there's this technology, it's playing an active role. So what I did, they say, me use chat GPT, and summarize the whole thing now. Honorable Martin Amidu, I know. So I added a bit of technology to the whole thing. Then I would like to show you how I did everything. So, problem with this kind of technology with AI tools, chat GPT and other things, and it's with me comment beneath. I will just explain to you. In the moment, I'm going to ChatGPT, and then we pick up the legal argument from there. And what I did was I just went to the website ChatGPT, and I just wrote summarize this. Then I copied and pasted the whole Martin Amidu article in our training. So this is what I did. Then with this kind of AI tools, it's going to do its own magic. So all that you do is you press enter with that, because the whole article natural. Then I just commanded it with the prompt say it should summarize it. So what I did was just to delete Martin Amidu Ifriho. Then you see the system Ankasana air generated and Ankasana summary of the whole 4-page document and summarizing in Atoho. Then after that, and I didn't stop there, I did something very funny here. I said it should bring out all the key points, because that is what and then the Baba Juma home. Into what ChatGPT did say, which will say bring out the key points in the above article, because I have already pasted the article. Then it brought all the above key points. So I added a bit of technology to what we are doing today. So we will be open technology as well. I think I'm also much more into technology and other things. So you can just come and then we just do it together. Steve Ampoff also, you're listening to me live from Maryland. So I added technology to the discussion of today. And with that technology of just ChatGPT, what we're going to do is say, I'm going to summarize the whole thing now, Martin Amidu. So it's now on your screen until you can follow, and then we do the discussions together. This is a serious legal argument in Ebabaye, so please take your time and then you follow the argument in Ebabaye. In summary, we're not ChatGPT at the moment. The alleged Cecilia Dapaah, I think so you can follow me here. The alleged Cecilia Dapaah scandal, which emerged on 21st July 2023, highlights a serious security failure within the Ghanaian government. As I read it, I will take my time and explain everything in tree. I think the program that is what we're going to do. The issue revolves around the theft of large sums of money and valuable items from the residence of a minister of state, her husband. The incident exposes weakness in the security and intelligence apparatus of Ghana as unauthorized individuals gain access to the minister's residence. So the first point that Martin Amidu does in his article, and they say, acquire an individual, etiminya kwine, and access, a minister, demo, their valuables, it causes a big security issue, which for me, I agree with him. Because, I want to say, ministers of state, we take them as a special group of persons. We are Ghana, about 35 or 40 million. That's it. Now, the largest government size, about 126 ministers. These 126 ministers, the state, and they say bomb hobby. The state in the boss any people hobby. And this say ma quite many people for be kura send the it may far on assets to the tune of over $1 million, over 300,000 euros, and then other millions of Ghana citizens. A very serious security issue. But as a nation, you fire drain alcohol. You fire drain alcohol. When you also hear me free essay, and I was say, Mohammed, let me be able to essay there. All right, good. As a nation, you fire drain alcohol. So let's continue. Then after that, we will bring out the key points to the AI tool, the MIN also. If you have any question, you wait to me, ask in the comments below. Then I'll also take my time to explain it as we move forward. The program is 1 hour with Monofie, so I take my time to do it within 1 hour. Then I finish with it. The case also brings out the light of shortcomings after the executive branch of government, particularly in the handling of security breaches involving high-ranking officials. The failure to promptly inform relevant authorities about the theft and the subsequent politicization of the case created a media freeze and public outcry. The Office of the Special Prosecutor's action during the investigations were criticized as populist and unethical, compromising the presumption of innocence of the former minister. One would say, we are singing an eba. What Honorable Martin Amidu is trying to say here, and say, Asem yet some told so also the assembly to be so. Say any court and prove the innocence or otherwise of the person. In your crime, the public, you know, Emma criticizing the panel. Because as we speak, you know, Ghana for you know, as my engineer can be Maccabi. Yes, we engineer can say honorable Cecilia Dapaah areas can. Because Sikana, the quantity of Sikana and them, no, and how she got that money, no. Yeah, the kind of boon for the crowd or Ghana once and as a court to be take action, court to take action, no. But these issues, you know, a office of the special prosecutor, no, and the coffers answering when you know, because they jumped quickly. And almost support Ghana for you know, they criticize them, and then you know. Until I mean, also to the last paragraph. The article suggests that the lack of information from the Office of the Special Prosecutor and the handling of the case overall needs to be investigated, and the integrity of the OSP should be preserved to protect citizens' rights. The entire situation may discourage qualified individuals from accepting high office appointments due to fear of public scrutiny and presumptions of guilty. Ultimately, the case emphasizes the importance of upholding the constitutional rights of all individuals, regardless of their position, until proven guilty in the court of law. Enti, Honorable Matamidu is just straight. For so getting on, a patch of Biba Bokode, okay, my life from Accra, there I say. And I may war Isaac Chere, watching you from the Chiman Brigade. Keep it up. And that's me, the Chima Bokode. Na mon the chama mon kasa chama no for mon kasa I say gidi na mo de ba party no e ya do so nti no omo nto mo base na entwe ne ma no kwachi kaka. All right, moving forward no nti Honorable Martin Amidu asem a waka na say me nim say bia obi nim na say ye refi Honorable Martin Amidu nso a ma me say me nya picture that one. Okay, Honorable Martin Amidu ni nti say obi shedan kai na ono na ye the first officer of the special prosecutor and the first one no. And now, one can resign because the sitting president is the mother serpent of all corruption. Papa win the casa. And then he or resigning, you know, the next person will be Dino Kumian, Ira Kisi Ajabe, Alonso no. So he is the person, Honorable Martin Amidu, criticizes his handling of issues in Ghana. No. He thinks to say on handle issues in a year. And we need, as a nation, we need to take these kind of actions into consideration because see I say we office of the special prosecutor the name unankasa no e ade a eso nti wonye ordinary CID ni bia me fancy bia onenam kwan ho you are a very special person nti your office's handling of issues no e ade a age say omoma ye nyina ehwe ni ye enye sa the problem ene beba man no nti me say I call chat GPT the key points now or my in this whole saga no yeah here before we start then we build up our live stream and then everything that we are doing from there until the key points and I'm summary now the AI to summarize the whole article for us until we didn't go through because I can see a kanya maybe one now boy until the key points in the whole project being summarized by my AI tool that we use here now. As I said, so if you are a fan of these AI tools, so you can just contact me with time and I'll come back with key explanations about how this whole AI and other things work. So the key point in number one is Cecilia Dapaah scandal reveals a security failure in the government, in the Ghanaian government. So the first one is the issue in Ghana, actually how weak the security system in Ghana is. The theft involved large sums of money and valuable items from a minister of state. Sika no so ye kan wasem sika kese in fact you can say $1 million enye sika ketwa ya ite bruche kwa I don't know maybe a bit more do 500 years one years can we normal adwuma unya bi da nti me nka se obi o te Ghana kwa na wo chire American kwa mo di dollar no I can tell you on authority say we bit ma tra America 100 years as a normal worker unya $1 million da nti if these amounts of monies have been found in a minister's bedroom a huge and large sums of money an individual in a country like Ghana mind-boggling says I must admit. Moving forward, the key point number 3 is it demonstrated weakness in the Ghana security and intelligence apparatus. True. Ghana, security and intelligence apparatus, no. I break it. It's like we don't even have security in the country. That is what Honorable Matemidu is trying to say. And I do agree with him. The fourth one, executive branch failed to promptly involve relevant authorities about the theft, leading to immediate freezing and public outcry. And this is also true. Because say the whole saga now, the way now, I've heard somebody accusing the minister say, I didn't know report to police. In fact, if you answer why they report to the man, because you cannot take the law into your own hands. You have to report it to the appropriate authorities, which is the police or the CID. But the CID handling of the issue, so we are going to come there. And then Office of the Special Prosecutor, so we're going to come there. The fifth one is the Office of the Special Prosecutor actually criticized as populist and unethical, compromising presumptions of innocence. So what Honorable Matemidu is saying here, they say, Office of the Special Prosecutor, onyam fa maameno enko court rano. Why they can't accuse maameno so for? Because who put it out, they say you have arrested her. Now sikana it took you over 5 hours to count the money. It means that you are telling every Ghanaian say the woman and her husband are thieves. All those onyam fa enko court. And this is Office of the Special Prosecutor. I understand he's a criminal lawyer and he knows. He knows. When you're just an ordinary lawyer, he is a criminal lawyer before assuming that position. Leak of information from the Office of the Special Prosecutor needs investigation to protect citizens' rights, and which is also true. One will say, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, say if you want to investigate a situation involving a citizen and not an ordinary citizen, no, a minister of state, those kind of things, you don't send a media man following you. I don't know how they did that. After that, then you come back to the media and tell them, say, two of you, to the sense that it took you over 5 good hours to count that money. It's surprising. And then the next one was a lack of information from the Office of the Special Prosecutor needs investigation to protect citizens' rights. I think that it's almost the same like the first one, because we need to protect the rights of individuals in the country. The woman say Ghana need the bonea. If you see you take the appropriate measures, which is police, the Nipanako court are finding the guilty or otherwise. These kind of rights, we need to protect them. And then the handling of the case may discourage qualified individuals from accepting high office appointment, which is also true. Because you see, Ghana, when you're a politician, that is, they are Ghana. Politician be Ghana is presumed a thief, and that's how you're criminal, and it's serious as a nation, because younger ones in a year, to send me a meeting, maybe I get my money, I decide to. Politics is a service to the nation. In TAB, my fee say I'm better than Finland. How things ought to be done. If I say me by microom, me fit chimay, I may be develop it chimaya. Now we do one big kind of time you're straight away. In fact, what would say it doesn't make sense. Just because the person feels the same way politicians and we are cromfo. And TAB baby no. Sebe, we are heading to the direction of Ghana. Baby no. Comedians never be ministers and presidents in Ghana. Because any serious person be any political position in the country, because they think say Obapa will be Yebeka say or your cromfo into any Obabe, and that is the truth. And then the last one was say it's the article emphasizes the importance of upholding constitutional right until proven guilty by a court of law, and which is also true. Say yemfa court na court emuya ofa, you have a constitutional right. Say you beat my chair, say be any way there where you clean, and that's what until say court mumbeka say when you clean. Then you know who can say as a criminal lawyer, and then the CIDs and other things, their operations on this Cecilia Dapaah issue, for me, it didn't help the matters. That is the truth. Yeah, we had time police for call about Cecilia Dapaah if they went there with media, and let's watch it together and see.
Early in the day, issued a press statement indicating that it has since arrested the former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, the Honorable Cecilia Dapaah, and after further interrogation, she's been brought to her home here at Abelinkpe within the Ayawaso West Wogon municipality. And I can count about 3 vehicles that are black pickups with security personnel in all of them. And I understand from what I'm gathering that she was in the company of the authorities or the officials, and they've since gone into her house where a search party is conducting a number of search to unravel whether indeed there are other sums of money or other things with regards to what she's actually lodged in the police station to have been stolen from her property are indeed things that are related to corruption or corruption-related issues that a special prosecutor has actually taken interest to investigate. Now, let's get a sense of how the Honorable former Minister has been relating with people within her locality.
There are thousands of Ghanaians who are suffering. Such a month, if you calculate it, you give it to the government, we can get schools, we can get roads, we can get hospitals. You understand me? That's as a Ghanaian, I feel pity for her. If the woman like this could keep such a month in the house. And this amount they stole is more than, there's more. Because they pick this one, because they can't carry all. I'm telling you, how can 1 million, more than 1 million may be there, but they can't carry it on their head. That's what I'm saying. For me, I'm begging the president to give the special a free hand. The politicians should leave the man alone to do this work. Those in the National Assembly, they say they want to do their investigation, they also will do. So it will be a lesson to all political appointees.
The search party conducted a search within the premises for close to 3 good hours. We got here at exactly 5 o'clock on the dot, and as we speak, the search is over and it's 7 o'clock. But they were here before we got here, and we asked and we understand that they were here for about some 40 minutes to an hour before we came around. So the search literally took place for about 3 good hours. This was in the company of police and military personnel from the office of the special prosecutor, including plainclothes officials from that particular office that is currently investigating the alleged corruption and corruption-related offences, as stated by the office of the special prosecutor with regards to the gargantuan amount of money that was alleged to have been stolen from this house by the house help of the former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources. Now, the special prosecutor would now continue with his investigation. So far, we do not know what they've taken out of this particular house, which will be evidence for them in their work. But we strongly believe that this was done in a manner that probably would have transparency at heart. It was done in the presence of someone we think is the lawyer of the minister, and then again this was done in closed doors. No cameras were allowed in there. We will now leave every issue to the special prosecutor to continue with his investigation.
All right, the office of the special prosecutor echo Madam Cecilia Dapaah, but what they did is they went with the media. Now I'm for video and capture. So automatically, no, I'm again in the video who say my many air for. I'm not saying that is not what I'm trying to mean here. But as a nation, we have the constitution, we have the laws, international laws, and other things of how it protect the rights of individuals and citizens. So you don't just do things being a criminal lawyer who knows all these kind of things, you know. Now why being say Udi Kuguma and any man say that's what visa. Ghana police and then all these kind of security systems in the country, you know, there were problem with them. Yeah, there was this video on social media when I saw it, and I was very surprised that Ghanaians were rather praising the police. Then we come back again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
But someone who's a video, no? That particular video, no? I'm watching you live from Libya. And Libya to say, then you say, "Meta won't catch it." But one was a video, no? Ghana for ye ball, sa police for Nabason. So, uti video very carefully. There was something, and yet Nipa no more no, and as a second Nikitana or whatever they were doing then, it's not the importance here now because we are talking about the law. So, police for ne key, actually, Nipa no kita second. Now, also kakasa for bichirom. Minim kasa kwa no kamenmente. In the police for ne key, no, he was also saying a different language. But by law, no, so you have to talk to the person in the language he or she understands. About your Ghana's Constitution, Article 14, protection of personal liberty, or Article 14, 14.1. Every person shall be entitled to his personal liberty, and no person shall be deprived of his personal liberty, except in the following cases and in accordance with the procedure permitted by law. So I'm not going to go there. What I wanted us to know is that Article 14 talks about personal liberty. So let's go to 14.2. That is where my case is. 14.2. A person who is arrested, restricted, or detained shall be informed immediately. The word, underline the word immediately, in a language that he understands, of the reasons for his arrest, restrictions, or detention, and of his right to a lawyer of his choice. So, Article 14.2 of Ghana's Constitution and that. So what it means, they say, answer now about Chiobi. And I'll be detained be say, hey, Jinaha, Mount Kwaha, Tanaha, you say. And I say, the first thing you have to do as a security person, being the police officer of the special prosecutor or what no. I was always explaining at the chrono in a language he or she understands, and then the underlying word is immediately, instantly. Immediately. That is what the law says. And you know, so police in New be now who country, any panel cancer for whatever minimum some provoca. Now, oh, hey, Nipanos on Tasma Oka. Also, was someone who Nipanos can also police from Monte. Then where lies the professionality in the job? And these are things that as a nation, we need to discuss it and talk about it. Obriya said, get your facts right. The reporter said they were there some 40 minutes after the officer got there. What shows that the officers went with the media? Anayabwa, watch the video very well. Read the news outlets, and then you understand. And he say, I'm just talking about the law. I'm not talking about, say, BDA no cray, and I say BDA no cray. I'm talking about what the law says here. And then how you understand this, you know, towa ubihunu. Then you understand what I'm trying to mean here. Because like I said, or as I said, no, the quantum of the money at her home, and I have serious issue with it. Then when you go back to my previous videos, you can see, say, I have done videos on this kind of topic. But here, I am siding with Honorable Martin Amidu about article Wachurono. Then we are discussing this article. Then I will try to protect the individual's right. That is what I'm doing here. I'm not in court, so I'm not trying to give somebody's action is right or wrong. Hey, to we all those viewing in the eventually say some American right or it's not wrong, but a toa and a. That is the message I'm giving to all of us here, because we are the youngest people in the country. And I didn't we need to take actions. So yes, sir, that's how the chewa to send in my Cecilia Dapaah. Now we need my castle, but I don't even know why she has to have $1 million and over at her residence, because Canada are not there. And it's can be due when I say won't find here. I don't know find for. I understand, and I have gone to that far making those kind of arguments, but that is not what I'm trying to mean here. We are talking about the legal implications of everything that has gone on. Of course, it's also possible because agreeing court to cry, two lawyers stand from two different angles. Then there's the judge. I'm going to take a decision. Sometimes judge in the they are 7, they are 5, they are 9, they are 3. Until I'm arguing the intimate sign. So I'm not saying say it's right or it's wrong or whatever. Now, Ghana now you take his decisions on this kind of things, you know. The beer didn't pay me, and your mammy win one. In your kai Vicky Hammer. I mean, Vicky Hammer picture. Na pedenato so. Ma mammy win. Okay, Vicky Hammer or her. Vicky Hammer, you appointed as a minister. Now, all ministry, honor. She was once driving with her driver. Unknowingly, and as unknown to her, the driver was recording a conversation. Just imagine this. You get a job as a minister or a deputy minister, or as a one kasakwano, what could do level be officer will be to say there you are okay. So you need a driver. Unknown to you, no, or at the blind side of you, no, communication be away or driver air recording. The driver is recording you. If I show my emphasis, bit me nya audio recording na afide my boy no so that was one moment.
Has been the friends of the Rollinses, being a friend to the president John now and his wife. Unless even before even the verdict travel, and that was with the justice and all that. You don't know the role she has played even for us to win the court case. They want to use your unintelligent to overthrow her. Yeah. You know, UNITA is an institution that me, you, and Senna, it is politics that has given us name. We still don't even have proper root yet. And I'm saying right here, no, who are the strong alliances you have? Or even Tolita and John Muhammad, they have got an alliance, they are allies. I'm saying you cannot boast of 100,000 Ghana cedi in your account or dollars. You are there fighting. You listen on your appointment you came last minute at Parliament. You were crying like a baby. I'm saying you won an MP, son. I didn't win an MP. I said yes. Right here, didn't right here win. Me, did I win my seat? Did I win my seat? My appointment was solid, way back. So what does it tell you? That even in terms of influence, I'm more important than you and Rahel. The Tolita controls 3 ministries. On Rahel, no answer. I even have more assets than she has. So most of that she used me to get there. Me, I told Rahel, say, who you did? And I made it's a part as if they make you $1 million, not me. If you have money, then you can control people. People can listen to you. That's crazy.
All right. And Victoria Hammer audio, I don't know if the sound was actually clear or whatever. So sitting at the back of her car, now on the occupant of the car, aiding common. Then the driver was recording her, a minister. Employee. I understand the driver was her own cousin. A recording to be given to the opposition party. And Ghana for criticized Vicky Hammer. She was sacked by the then president for merely saying $1 million. She wouldn't do politics again. My argument here is not the $1 million. My argument is not what she was talking. But if you employ somebody as your driver and you are a minister of state, that's a driver who could record you into the public domain. Equally, no, by either killing her or just causing an accident or whatever. And these are serious national security issues. We have to be serious as a nation, because a driver of a minister recording the minister and sending that recording into the public domain, causing her being sacked as a minister. That same person, he is not a national hero. No, in any serious country, they will rather prosecute the driver, because recording a minister and then bringing it to the public domain, it's illegal. And a recording is the issue here. But since a man driver not do so, minister not or kita for no, he could have done that. And these are what Martin Amidu is talking about. Sa on kwala na omutimi wura minister Maame Dapaah dem ekoyi seska. They could have planted a bomb in her home. More fire. Minia chere bibia there. That's it. Or maybe the bomb or whatever in her home, or even so be more. They could have done that. And these are national security matters. We shouldn't take them say be a politics and because we need to also relook at it. I quite remember former President Mahmoud Dibiyan, he was reading a speech. He got to a point that speech in Ekita all kind. And these are national security matters. Vicky Hammer, they did the same thing to her. She was reading a speech, then she discovered speech in a mature and these are national security matters. So we need to act as a nation. And yes, I understand when you are many China, maybe to her, only be by me, wo, it drews or only be by you. Pacho, I think that some people are just trying to be on the line with me, but course. So yeah, but your program here 1 hour with the Munufia, so I try to stream 1 hour almost every day. But usually, you know, what I do on Sundays, and it's a Sunday beyond can make that a pair one person because we are not only doing politics on our show, we also learn. To send you name chat GPT, DB about so at me I summarize it. Let me just try to bring it on again. At me I summarize it, the whole 4-page Honorable Martin Amidu a day amendment. I think that this is what we are moving on. We need to be doing as a nation. Every Sunday be a nomade BBC eba and be charade kakra nya politics in kwana ebeye, because we the youth of the nation also know ihia adwuma ihia nyema bebre ihia adesua nti eseni nyina no ye na isua ede ni nyina eka ho bi. So we go on this style usually on Sundays, but then the my emergency said we need to work on the legal aspect of our national development. Until I make Honorable Martin Amidu. I'm not saying say I side with Martin Amidu always. Sometimes most of the things he also says, you know, I don't agree with him. But end of the day, I think say what he said is on point. What Honorable Martin Amidu did is say chronicle serious issues. Now Office of the Special Prosecutor no aye. Be how they sent media men to Maamenifie, how they reported the whole issue, how they responded to other media outlets. They say, Paul, I don't watch them on those kind of things, you know. And these were all highlighted in Martin Amidu's article. So this is just a screenshot of Nema Martin Amidu, actually. Because for him, you know, most of the things are Office of the Special Prosecutor, you know, illegal. And they need to take serious actions on them. So the Office of the Special Prosecutor is under siege to investigate and possibly prosecute the resigned Sanitation Minister, Cecilia Dapaah, after a huge sum of cash was allegedly stolen from her home. And what the Office of the Special Prosecutor was doing here, and as Anna Matamidu can say, they were trying to please the ordinary Ghanaian. And I say, maybe somebody, their paymaster somewhere, told them, say, hey, go after this woman. I'm not saying it's kind of, hey, that is not what I'm trying to mean. We are criticizing the work of the security agencies in Ghana, and they need to set up. The third aspect I may say as a security threat, Take your time, then follow the argument that I'm trying to make. Maybe you might understand me. Until Yaka Vicky Hammer there, that is the first one. Miss Cecilia Dapaah, that is the second one. The police arresting people and speaking different language, and the corporates also speaking a different language, which is total undermines Article 14.2 of Ghana's constitution, and also Markham Hasem. Yanko the fourth one, which also talks about the same security issues now. Papa Martin Midu Ekamwasem. One said there was this woman be our Canada. According to her, now the certain president on the affairs kakara bia na omo twimpana ana so me bibisa. Na I'm not the same kura. Me refini wa be kai na o the comment na ba se na o me de ma me di na ba. She's based in Canada now. When Kevin Taylor here a lot of videos, you know, say president on the twimpana wa presidential flight team. But okay now the needing about down the comment and I was just me refi me kai. The lady said, say, she once came to Ghana, and then while driving on the Tema motorway, allegedly armed robbers attacking. But at the point, she thought to say armed robbers were from the national security into the then CID boss, Tiwa Adodankwa office. And on the question, surprisingly, that woman who is not a CID person was able to record the CID boss, the national CID boss, at her office. Exactly. Someone touched you, say, well, bring me that say, why are they? That woman, she was called say, well, bring you, actually, say, well, bring you. Someone made that say, why are they? She was able to record the national CID boss, not at a party, and somewhere at her office. The national CID for Kakakana organ, the whole CID for national master, the office. An individual was able to go there to record the CID boss. CID boss had no idea. Say, Ubiaba an officer, independent recorder. This is a serious national security issue. Because if the whole CID boss of Ghana could be recorded, not anywhere at her office, with a gadget or not, who says somebody is recording me, it's a serious issue. And it is a well, bro, you to me recorded the whole CID boss, Mammy Tiwa Adodankwa at her officer. Not Tiwa Adodankwa, it's a serious national issue. Or the bomb and the CID headquarters were got blasted the whole building. It could police from Gumina. No serious nation sits down and watch these things going. The youth, we need to talk. We need to set up. Me Finland, me program live from Helsinki. It will program they do it annually, a air show. So the military men with the aircraft will come and display how say protect with their military aircraft and other things. And I'm telling you, say each year, that program phone, there's no network to shoot. You have a network to receive call, but you cannot have internet. I'm telling you. You cannot have internet. I have tried it several times to even tell me what I will shoot it on the Facebook Live. There is no way. You can't. You can't. Ghana is a joke and the incompetent and adult. Right, and okay. And if a normal individual, Timmy sorry, Nancy Pine. It could read the whole CID, National CID office, CID Kakakana or Ghana, Ghana, or boss. Then Tiwa Adodankwa, if I remember her name correctly, 8 minutes could come Eric Cordeno without her knowing. It's serious as a nation. Ghana is a joke. I go on it. Because I did in man buga police in you na mono na monko say na obi abosam Georgia some and now say I don't know meanwhile intelligence I dey adwen na here in memory no we don't train them to do that. That is what is causing the country. Ghana na enkone nim de bia Ghana ekonechi. And when we pick people as police, as military, as office of the special prosecutor, this kind of thing, we need to train them. Say, hey, we are saying baby are doing a common sense, a nyansa, intelligence. It is a CID boss to meet in an office. I'm an individual who is not So what bring you come and so say but I'm not sure say she is that tech person. To be recorded the whole CID boss conversation from A to Z. And yeah, one day about 4 the debut call recording and with a head no winner, it's a serious issue. Until the security apparatus in Ghana, you need to set up. Until I mean to say near man a serious security flaws in the country. And I side with him. Sewa Brody in one of her posts, sat with the president in the presidential jet or whatever, and then recorded there. Same many. Ghana pa we need to be serious as a nation. Some American then yes, be a support to be, and I say Ubisika where we are not no. The next point, if a home minister could have over $1 million, it's a serious security issue. A bochi for no tete kwan ho assistance ka no ukotechima ya me yonko business ka we fe Musa omo tete kwan ho ma ya adwuma na che. They were chasing them. Musa and Kon, they were arrested in the police. Omo do mo share I think say 2 days adan ya omo tete kwan ho assistance ka. Until they need to come and answer how they got that money. Meanwhile, that's a minister bill over $1 million, over 300,000 euros, over and then bags and quiet. I'm surprised that the minister was quoting her handbags in Dallas. It's a serious national security issue. You go after them. Yet, or more then you leave them. And because they say Obi is full of tensions and idea our partner. A group of connection men idea munima say yen semi no connection kwano munimye connection kwa President Kufo etu Ghana for Fubi say hey yen Obi wow the person is full of tensions ontimi muma no Ghana for ntie pacho muma me 1 minute yen hade.
Anybody who is always full of tension and fighting and that sort of thing, we have to be careful about. The party must stay together. Then, when we've seen such a person, we must also look and see when we present this person to the rest of the country, all of Ghana.
When you present such a person to the rest of the country, send or them and that is what Ghana is facing now. Benjamin Shiraba, sorry, even Ghana Armed Forces don't have proper security system at their headquarters. Ghana is a joke. It's true, and that is what I'm talking about here. In the program we talk serious issues here. Just purely 1 hour program. We talk serious issues. Until you present somebody as a president to lead the country, connection mind for they come and they don't implement any better policies in the country, and yet they put the whole security at stake. Say, you cannot even walk freely in Ghana when you're safe. Because they don't even have anything to protect the country. The Kaipa said there was this fire service woman who was going on the trainer. She died because the rope no. These are national security matters and we need to talk about it. What can I say? China, you as a minister, you as assemblyman, as MC, as DC. And as the one area out in the unit committee, everybody will see you as a thief. A national security issue. Because citizens, we need to protect ourselves with the law. Enti Martin, Matamidu, I can send bebre. And we be na my screenshot I made it so we know that which my kind because my 1 hour program if we decide to go on the whole it's gonna cost a lot of time. But chronicle series of issues are office of the special prosecutor aya to him M1 and it's true. It's true. And then in Ghana's constitution, I was a CID boss, per what Honorable Matamidi is saying, they report to other bodies, being to say Minister of National Security and as a Minister of Interior and other things, they also report these kind of matters to them. Then it goes on and on to the Attorney General. So what Honorable Matemidu is saying here and say, I was saying a minister and a reporter say, Nifi, this is what is going on. Should have rather reported to the next action person, the national security person, and as a national CID boss. Now I'm also reported to the interior minister, and I said, well, then it goes on to the president. Then they have to give a proper advice. But when they boom, as I'm not do court, the newspaper picks it up. Now it's in the public domain. Of course, Ghana if you say Sikano or Mawia. And again in America, that is what, or even the office of the special prosecutor, I could say Sikawa cost them aside 1 million. It took them over 5 hours to count in America. So, quite many all these kind of things in the national security issues and obedient the appropriate steps now. It was a nipa take na ebe boase ne be amano e de nema be koso yi no obedient anye. Ti me kan kire Ghana for oma yem misa yem panyifo no oma ede man na hye no. We need to ask them serious questions and then demand serious answers from them. Because His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and president, Ochina ebitima yeme, Ochina ebitima yewo. To see Jai Ghana and this national security for we no police for national security for mo de asombo no mo de etri no mo say omommo. This time we Ghana police our sheshe nani mu hu nipa kroko ojina ho. So all Afghanistan war so edi hu. And these are the they terrorize the citizens and no so mujai. Now they should use intelligence. There are more modern systems that either fight a crime or to apprehend criminals. There are other serious matters on meeting here. And these are the systems that they need to employ. And the police force, soldier force, guvan so many no. We cannot build a nation, Ghana, like this. Because Ghana and Afghanistan. No, Adam for or Somalia or Somalia, when this is not what they are doing in Somalia. Because you always say a police for our friends are let it show like that. But we have 137 ministers in the NPP and the same number in NDC. If all the ministers have this money in the house, how much do we have in their bank accounts? It's true. Because people are pay over $1 million. But there is this other issue. Maybe we need to relook at it. Say minister know $1 million. I don't send it in the bank account. Meaning, just guess and then send your comment to. Then let's discuss it aside being on this show because I have 7 more minutes to go. And she say name pass over $1 million. With his bank account, we don't send it home. And it's the office of the special prosecutor and I'm a Ghana for what to say. Also, coffee on Sikawa kind it took them 5 hours. And then the whole bank they send the bullion van a coffee. Near the aba. Hey Ghana, I would say also the B a diagram, then we also come on and then we talk about national issues and so now and also if where nipa na ye yomo as ministers and I say a man penny for or a candy for no more my name no as a nation we need to just look at them and yes security agencies no can be a better criticism but see your national security minister your whatever the interior minister your the dear human almost ankasa omoye almost already no moye because no person say they had no idea say ma me no was sika we ehye dem then it's a serious problem. The last angle I person me for this national security issue no so the angle akwala 18 years ni will be made ni fie enya ska efri nipa ne dem e bi kosi dan ma ne maame ene na busuafo mu kurum tamale na papa misa na question say wunya ska na wan this is a national security issue. Citizenry no so no yenso ya dwen in making clear judgments no den na yenso ye because we papa na uti fie na so over 8 years ni timi yeska beto card ma e be nyeska self contain bi wo tamale isi bi wa Accra ebi so de bi ato car man boyfriend na say for na say you don't even ask them to hey about 18 years na adwuma we no salary nkwa na de ma salary say na woje now also as a parent and as a family member na what horse and say anima we na also wa hwa na ya then as a nation we also need to look at our own decision making body ye de adwuma ya dwen ye conscience na ye de adwuma say na de any way team. Enti abusuafo, this is what I wanted to present today. Ochina nyame yadoma another topic but I think say this time around you be NPP for us now you highlight on the good projects and I said the good work at John Dramani Mahama, his excellency per se or the boy Emma Ghana Etumpong. That is what we're going to talk about because you be NPP for a moment because we know say they have messed up the economy, they have messed up the country, but there is solution, there are opportunities, and I said there better policies and NDC Edeba. We need to talk about this kind of thing. That is what we're going to do tomorrow, 1 hour with Monofie. And you can also support me and then by commenting on the show and also on YouTube or on Facebook, you can just like or subscribe to the channel. Send me a time online on this live show and I say me post 2 video, you get it. So do this, then we all build up the whole community together because we need to build up a whole community of serious-minded Ghanaians. Na yen share ideas together. We are going to highlight on the good policies our NDC ewo edema Ghana for. That is what we have to be doing. And yen connection mind for our way we also need to look at other better alternatives. Now, every Sunday, what I will do is education. So Finland is known for advancements in technology and other things. So I will bring on board at least a person with me aboye na yesunya at the fufurubi to send in name you see this AI tool that summarizes the whole article now. Honorable Martin Amidu, I think it's a 5-page article, if I remember correctly. Yeah, a 5-page document. And all that I did, and they say, made the whole 5-page in to chat GPT. So, and I prompted it to just summarize the whole thing for me. So that is what I just wrote. Summarize this article. Then I pasted the whole article. And then it came and then it summarized it. Then I also asked it to give me the bullet points in the whole article, the whole 5-page article. And as you can see, it did everything perfectly for us. So as youth, because politicians now Ghana from to connection my way. We be a connection in my NPP for. Everything is connection. For her, the connection is here. For her, the connection is here. The idea of many it's in special prosecutor crowd so a connection my neighbor. I should have be Ghana for anything or the media for could say as on can't over me. Into the office of the special prosecutor. I'm another part issue will be on you who as no more giddy no sacrifice no more in this channel debiano or the news from one direct Ghana for attention no mum chrono na ekoso man no de obey free adwemo when say man for aban omonya we that no mote enti no Ghana ni bia a couple so then you love the connection man aba adwuma bunim ya no me connection for the way omoye nyina nkosi hu. Then to conclude with, Honorable Martin Amidu, so he's a problem person. So he seems like we're losing focus. He is today accusing the special prosecutor now, no fit home but the same person who say Office of the Special Prosecutor Act, a man extended the borders or the corridors of Ghana. Yet, can't the Ghana for say or cooperate or investigate Airbus scandal. You see this kind of African leaders, they are all the same. They don't tell you anything serious. Because Omar is a Ghana and Ibia form. So they don't tell us anything serious to do. Until me da Obibia say Unyamre na enohemi. Bidin any William Munufi Amankona. Nyamre na programming debia 1 hour with Munufi. We stream 1 hour almost every day. Me da say.